welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, that was awful. I don't need to see that back. But basically today I'm doing an informative video again because I'll get a lot of questions saying what happened to my ear. Basically I'm going to give you all the dates so you can realise how close it was together, and then you can be like, oh, that's why you realise why I wasn't vlogging in October. I didn't vlog for the whole month and I barely uploaded, I think I uploaded like 5 videos in the whole of October, which is kind of bad. But basically on the 6th of October I got a phone call from the hospital saying that I finally got my date for my operation, and I had 2 days to get ready for it. I had 2 days, so yeah. That was Friday the 6th, and then on on Monday the 7th, Monday the 9th, I had to go into hospital, and I had to have loads of stuff done to me to prepare for my operation on the Tuesday the 10th. So then I had to have loads of stuff done. I had to have like tests and tubes and stuff like in my ears to test it all, to see if I was ready and fit for the operation, because it was a big operation. And so on the Tuesday I went in and I had to be there for 7 o'clock in the morning, I think. Bear in mind I was in hospital till for ever the day before. And then I was in hospital and I got there at 7 because I had to be there. I got there at 6:30, but we had to be on our ward for 7. And I was in the adults bit, and I'd never been to the adults bit. And I was always in the kids bit, and I always woke up in a bed. But today, on this operation, I woke up in a bed, and I had to, as soon as I woke up, they gave me toast, and then I had to go to sit in a chair for a few hours in the waiting room, the adults. And it was really weird because I had no toys to play with. So I was so pathetic. But when you've just come out of an operation, you don't just want to lay there eating toast. I wanted to watch a bit of TV, but I wasn't allowed. So I had and then I got in at 7, and then I had to get separated from my mum and dad around 9 o'clock, actually. Like 10 o'clock. No, wait there. At 9 o'clock I had to go for more tests. And take loads of medication so my body wouldn't react badly to all the stuff I was going to be done while I was down. And then at 10 o'clock I had to get separated from mum and dad, and then they had to go somewhere else because they weren't allowed near me, because I was an adult now. Like, you're not allowed with adults in hospitals. I don't know why, but you're not. But and then I had to go. Then what did I do? Oh, I had to get changed, and I had to put these socks on, and then I got taken to this room, and no one else was in there. Just this big doctor just stood there staring at me, and I was so scared. I remember that. Obviously, I just remember it. And then I got called, and then I had to get walked down to the operating room, and it was really embarrassing because me being me, I had to lay down and I had to take the top half off, so I was so embarrassed. Like, I had to take it off because I had to have tubes under here and things, not tubes, just things like I had to have loads of stuff stuck all over my chest and all underneath my boobs. And then I had to have tubes in my legs, and in this arm and here. I had to have tubes in this arm, here, my legs and my chest. Oh, and I had a big thing like this big. I had it down my throat, and then as I was just waking up they took it out, and then I had to have a breathing thing so I could breathe fine after it, because something had messed up during the operation. And yeah, and then I woke up and I had a massive thing on my head, and I'll insert a photo here. So if you just saw that photo, it was horrendous. I had to walk around like it. Well, that was a Tuesday I had the operation, and I had to have it off on Friday to make sure it had fully healed, because what they cut my ear open, and then they took it away, folded over a little bit, so they could get on the inside, and they took skin and they replaced my eardrum like in there, obviously. And basically on the Wednesday night, I ripped all my bandages off by accident in my sleep. And then basically I had to be really super careful because I had stuff here and like in my ear to protect my like surgery thing because of how easy it would come away if I had knocked it or anything. So I had to be really careful. I had to stay in bed for like a little bit. But me being me, I could not stay still. And I was always on the go, which made it a little bit worse. But then on Thursday night, 2 days after my operation, I ended up pulling it all out in my sleep. And there was blood coming. It was awful. And then I had to go back to hospital at like 10 o'clock in the morning, like on Thursday. As soon as I woke up, I got taken to hospital after I had realised what I'd done and I was in pain. And I had to go to hospital. I had to stay there for a little bit. And then I had to get checked out. They cut it all off for me. And they checked it all, and it was all okay. It was all okay. I hadn't pulled out too bad. Like there was still like a centimetre left, and then so I had to have that back in there. I had to have loads of tape over my ear. I had to tape my ear down every day for about a week, so it all stayed into place. And then so like a week passed, and it was healing fine, and then it all fell out again. And then but I didn't go to the hospital because I just thought it was fine, you know. And then they had given me antibiotics and I had to have a dual course of them. And then on the 28th of October, I was meant to have my stitches out on the 31st, so on Halloween I was meant to have my stitches out. But because Halloween fell on a Monday, we celebrated it on the Saturday. So the 28th, I went to my family party and we had a family Halloween party at my sister's house. And I had to be super careful because I was just about to have my stitches out. All my stitches were behind my back. And then I got into a play fight where I was just play fighting my nieces and nephews and my brother. And one of them put me in a headlock. And the next thing I know, I was laid in like blood. And there was blood everywhere, like around my ear. And it was all in my hair and it was disgusting. And bearing in mind I wasn't allowed to wash my hair until the 31st. And yeah, I'm going to upload a picture here what happened to my ear. So yeah, that happened and it was absolutely gross, honestly. It was horrendous. And the thing is, I wasn't in pain. Like, I was too zoned out because it just all happened so quickly. Like, I was play fighting and I was dancing with my nephews and I was play fighting, and then next thing you know I was about to faint and then I had to get rushed to hospital this is the annoying part. I was going to leave the party at 10:30 because I had work next morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I had to leave my house by 7. And like I can deal with not much sleep, but I'm not a sleepy person. But I had said to myself, I said, I'll stay 15 minutes early. My mum had left for work at 10 o'clock. I said, I'm going to go in a minute. But then I said, I'll stay 15 minutes more, so I'll go. And then I stayed 15 minutes extra. It's so weird filming this skit because I was just talking to my sister, so I paused it. But I think I stayed like 15 minutes extra, and then I could probably do it just a minute ago, and now I can't think. Oh, and then my mum went to work, so I said, I'll stay 15 minutes early, no extra. And then I think, I said, I'll just play for it, and then I'll go in, I'll be fine. And then I didn't end up going in. The last time I ended up going in was for my hospital letters, because I had to kill my admission slips and that lot, and all the things to say what I had done and stuff. And then I ended up going to hospital in a Halloween costume, which was really embarrassing because my sister was dressed as Frankenstein's wife, and I was dressed as not Frankenstein. I was dressed as a dead surgeon, like someone that operates people, so I was a dead one of them. And I'm so sorry, I'm like so weird while I film that I get like. And then so I just like went along with it, and then I would go to the hospital and they was like, oh, because you're under 18 you have to go to the children's bit. And I was like, oh my god, great, like we're going to see loads of 2-year-olds screaming at us. So then we got there and we was like, oh, like because we had to go to A&E, like accident and emergency. We got there at 10 and then they said, oh, because you cleared up the blood and it's not bleeding heavily anymore, like we had to wait. And because I was old enough to wait, like so compared to the rest of them, I was like 15 years older. And then like we ended up getting seen at like 2 o'clock in the morning, just for them to tell them that it was too bad for them to see us because the professional wasn't on site until 8 o'clock. So he sent us home at 2 o'clock in the morning. We had just waited like 5 hours because I'm not sure what time we went home, I can't remember. We had waited a long time just for them to wrap it up and say, you're going to have to come back tomorrow, we can't touch it, it's too bad. And we like weren't professionals, like we're not trained for this sort of stuff. And because it was like detached from my head, I had to get it wrapped up and I had another bandage. And then I went back 8 o'clock the same morning because I had gone home at 2, so it's the same day basically. And then I had to go home and I had to be there for 8 o'clock. And then the professional came, and then the professional came and he took it off my head and then he cleaned it and then he put some steri strips onto it and taped it all back together and like sorted out my ear basically. And then I had another bandage, and then I had to go on to my actual doctor the next day because I had an appointment there anyway, because it was now the 31st because I was at the 28th, the 29th, and then the pipe was on the 29th, and it's the 30th, and then it's 31st. And then we had to go on there on the 20... No, that does make sense. I don't know, I'm getting all the dates wrong, but it was 3 days in a row that I was in hospital to get my ear sorted. And then I had gone back there because I had to have my stitches out. And then they said, like, obviously I couldn't have my stitches out because I'd ripped them out. And then I had to go back there, and then they had to see if I had to have another operation to, in case anything went inside my scar. And because it had came away, they didn't think it was going to look good. Like, this guy, they thought it was going to look all messy, but then it ended up being a neat cut, so I didn't need another operation. Also, I had got nothing, like, we don't know if there's anything inside it, but I doubt there is because I got to hospital straight away. But basically on the way to hospital, I had held something against it to try and like stop the bleeding as much as I could. And where I'd held it like so hard against my face, my ear had stuck to my head. Like, so when they couldn't reopen it because otherwise it'd reopen the whole scar and it will be bleeding again. So yeah, that was kind of good that I did that. They said it was good that I did that. But and then basically I got my stitches taken out on the 31st. Well, obviously not, but that's what they called it. I had the appointment and they gave me antibiotics, and I never picked them up. I forgot. And that's basically what happened to me and why I was in hospital so much in October. Because if you don't follow me on social media, most of it was, oh, guess where I am? Like, I'm back here. And I was in that hospital a lot because of my ear. But now it's really good, like, it's really healed. But, like, although these glasses kind of hurt resting against it sometimes. But yeah, it's healed really nicely. Although it's got I've got like a big lump like on my scar. Ooh, that hurt. I've got a big lump compared to like the rest of them. If that makes sense. So yeah, it's healing really well at the moment. And you should if you follow my social medias below, you'll know what happened to my ear anyway. But obviously, if you're new to the channel, you wouldn't have. That's why I've had some questions asking what happened to my ear, because one day I just I didn't really say that I was having an operation because it was such short notice, and we had to have the emergency slot because someone automatically had dropped out. So they rang me straight away because it's the emergency one, that is the next emergency one. And so yeah, I had it, and it was a bit short notice to vlog explaining why I'm not going to be doing it. So this is basically it. But I'm sorry I didn't vlog anything in October. For those who got in contact and asked if I was okay, thank you very much. But yeah, I'm fine. It was just a knee operation, and I'm used to it. So, although the only thing I hated is I had to be off work in college, and I don't like not going to work or college because it's just not how I roll. Because I'm not a lazy person, and I had to be lazy. But yeah, that is what happened to my ear. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're new, then subscribe. See you around.